Hi, welcome to Aphasia Moments, a video podcast where we explore life with aphasia, apraxia of speech, dysarthria, and other communication challenges. I'm your host, Cheryl Tondreau, and I'm here to share some of my journey with you. I hope that what I say inspires you, empowers you, gives you hope, and helps you feel less alone. Because I have these communication disorders, my speech is sometimes really hard to understand. I encourage you to use the closed captioning feature of uh, YouTube, the CC button right below this screen. So without further ado, let's dive into the topic for today. Today is day 13 of my 33 days where I'm reading a book and I'm comparing how I feel the virtues that are expressed in the book I'm reading match how we live our very best life after a stroke, especially with communication challenges. Today's word, virtue, is mercy. So mercy is showing compassion or forgiveness toward another person. I think we all know if we have communication issues, challenges, that we really appreciate people being compassionate toward us when we're struggling. And also forgiveness is so important as well. I think when we give people the strategies for how to communicate with us, we're showing people how to have compassion for us. And I really do appreciate everybody who helps me along my journey too. I feel that it's important for us to talk about giving mercy to other people and getting mercy from other people. I'll first talk about getting mercy from other people. Everybody's journey with communication issues is different. So I'm only going to be able to give you my story. But I know that with aphasia and with my communication challenges of apraxia, I get really frustrated at times. And I know that I get short with people, especially if I'm not in the zone. When I'm doing something, I really need no distractions. And when distractions come up, I get even more frustrated. I know that I snap at people and I get short. I really don't want to be like that, but I have to get mercy from people. I really appreciate when people understand what I'm going through and say, that's okay. I forgive you for yelling at me or being short with me. I also think for me, I'm trying to do it less and less, but especially at the beginning with the apraxia of speech, I would say words over and over and over and over again until I try to get the word out. And that can be frustrating for other people. And I really appreciate people giving me when I doing that over and over and getting their life more complicated. I do appreciate them giving me mercy. Um, I'm sure that there's a lot of other things that I do or say that's not considerate. Sometimes the words are not coming out, and I say the wrong words, and I really don't mean to offend people. And I really appreciate when people understand that I'm trying to do the best I can. That's all we can do, is do the best we can. And I also believe we have to give mercy because people don't really understand what we're going through. So if they're short with us or they say inconsiderate things, or just not help us the way we want it to be, we have to give mercy as well. We understand that everybody has their own story too, and they might be having a bad day, and that's why they're saying things that are unkind or um, not think about what they're saying. Um, I know I have a couple of strange examples. One is a doctor that I go to regularly. She thinks it's funny to ask me if my speech is better when I'm drunk or if I have a drink. And she has said this a number of times that I don't say anything to her. I really have to just give her mercy. I guess I have to forgive her because she doesn't know that really I get offended by that. And I also had a doctor who I'm really trying to forgive this because she has been really inconsiderate for a number of sessions, appointments. But the last one, she went on and on about herself and then her relative who had a stroke had more problems and physical problems. And she said, well, you only have the speech. Like it's nothing. And she always asked me, are you back to work? Like, would you think that? Why would you even say that? So in this, I really know that I have to give mercy to her because she was only thinking about herself, um, and giving mercy to her, it just helps me to get over it. I'm going to move on to another um, cardiologist. And the last thing I really wanted to say, and this is a really important piece, I think, for all of us who have challenges with and who have trouble when who have had trouble loving ourselves and caring for ourselves the way we should and having low self-esteem at times. I think we have to remember that we have to give mercy to ourselves. We have to really understand that it might have been a bad day. It might have been something we shouldn't have said, but we have to give ourselves a break. Give ourselves a break. In the beginning, I really thought, why did I have the stroke? I ruined everything. I don't have the job I had before, which was paying a lot. It was supporting us wonderfully, and we had my husband and I had plans for the future for our retirement in a few years. I was 58 when I had my stroke, and I had to leave my job in before 6 months after, and I had to really show compassion for myself and understand that the stroke was not the stroke was not my fault. This was out of my control, so I shouldn't have blamed myself and felt so bad. And I had to give myself mercy. Um, I believe we have to think about what we have in what we have in our control and what we don't. And this is a hard thing to think about or say, but we have control over our words, we have control over our thoughts, and we have control over our feelings. So a lot of times it feels like they are out of our control, but those are the things that we can control. And I believe it's our responsibility to learn strategies, learn about ways we can maybe say things a different way, um, share things with other people that is considerate, and but when we do the wrong thing, we can also give ourselves mercy. So I think it's a really important, really important discussion how forgiving ourselves and others really helps us to move on with our journey and to live the better, best life we can, and to be our authentic self and to work on to be our very best self. That's ultimately what we're here for, to be the very best self that we can and help and share our wonderfulness with the world. Hopefully, I said some things that resonated with you and reminded you that with the communication challenges, life can be so full of meaning, connection, and joy. Remember, it's not about striving for perfection. None of us is perfect. It's about finding what works for you, no matter, and being patient with yourself, giving yourself permission, and giving yourself forgiveness. Celebrating success and progress, no matter how small it may seem. You are a wonderful and unique person who has a lot of things to give the world still. If you found this episode helpful, please like, share, and definitely comment if you can, because I would love to hear your experiences and your thoughts. I want to thank you for watching again, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope to see you again soon. Bye.